the big controversy at the moment is who's actually coming. What's going to happen about Harry and Meghan, the Montecito money machine out there in California? Can they spare the time to come to London for the coronation after all the bad blood that's been spilled between them? In fact, mainly spilt by them. So the king actually has played a blinder here. He's made it clear from the very beginning that his younger son and his younger son's wife are perfectly welcome at the coronation. And of course, that puts the ball in their court. They have to decide. If they decide they don't come, it will make them look a little bit petty and mean-spirited. And of course, if they do come, it will leave them open to the charge of hypocrisy that they've said all these rather cruel and wounding things about various members of the royal family, and yet they still turn up at the great events. But you and I, Paul, know that there's never been a great family event without a drama or so. And in a way, what family wedding has never had a problem about seating and who's coming and whether bad Uncle What's-Name is going to be invited or not?
So the big issue that I have about Harry and Meghan and whether they go is they're going to get booed by a section of the crowd if they go up the steps of the Abbey. Is it possible that there's a side door, that there's a different way, or protocol states all guests, one entrance?
Now, I would have said to you that the British public would never boo at an occasion like that. They would find that more effective and more deadly is silence. Silence can speak volumes. And I would have expected, if they wanted to express disapproval, they might get the silent treatment. Having said that, when they did turn up at St. Paul's Cathedral for the Thanksgiving service for the 70 years of Her Majesty the Queen, there was some sporadic booing from the crowd. So you don't know. But I think these problems, which you've identified so brilliantly, will be exercising the most expensive minds at Buckingham Palace, and indeed where to seat them. Where should they be seated? Should they be seated near the people they've insulted in books and in television programs, or not? But the king has been quite clever there again too, because traditionally at a coronation, all royal princes there present were obliged to kneel and swear an oath of loyalty and fealty to the new monarch. Now, the king has changed that, and that may have put, Prince Harry in a difficult position, having said so many bad things about his father and the crown, to have to do that. So the king has now decided it'll only be Prince William, the Prince of Wales, who has to do that during the ceremony.
Maybe the way they'll get Harry and Meghan is you can call some of your mates at the BBC. Maybe they've got a couple of big cases where they're setting up the cameras. They can take them in that way a couple of days earlier, I jest.